Yeah, the best character in the whole episode, no doubt.
I mean,
other than Oobleck.
And Weiss. Weiss is still best girl.
Other than the fact that I see him as almost a father figure, I'm pretty sure we've talked enough about Ozpin.
Ozpin is just like an interesting character, though.
Yeah, but
like, you can talk about
we don't know enough about him yet to really discuss
him.
What's
interesting about him.
I want to see more about Glenda. She doesn't really.
Yeah.
She hasn't really done much except be like the sane person whenever Ozpin's around, being all strange and genre savvy.
Well, neither is Oobleck. He's just buzzed around and said some concerning things about Jean.
Teacher. Glenda's like goes out and does stuff apparently.
Oobleck does too.
Okay. I just thought of something really cool we could talk about. I thought of something really when in the beginning of the episode, when they called RWBY in to talk about what happened at the tower, when RWBY was describing Cinder, she was talking about how like her clothes lit up whenever like she attacked, and Galinda goes, "Oh, well, there is this method of people embedding dust into their clothes." That's really cool.
Ironwood.
That was Ironwood, but yeah.
Ironwood, but yeah, that's still really cool.
That sounds like that one chick.
That one chick I fought.
That I met.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really cool how like they basically can embed dust into like their clothes.
You know what? Honestly, I want to see more of the faculty. That's mostly what I want to see.
I want to see the real. I want to see the hinted real actual like what dust actually is and not what everybody thinks it is, because apparently that's not what everyone thinks it is at all.
What does everyone think it is?
That's what you probably think it is, but in the dust
No, that's what I'm asking.
Right, so it's just like this thing that you get energy from that you can you can use to amplify your own personal soul energy. But apparently there's some aspect to it that's so much more. Like maybe it's people who have died and their souls have become part of the earth or something. But like nobody knows this.
And it is literally either the source of or the like opposing force to whatever creates the Grim.
As well as keep in mind on the map.
Those two side thingamajigs, so I have no idea why you're.
Well, on the map of RWBY's world, right? You have like two actual continents that don't have a capital on them at all. As well as a large part of the landmass between I think it's Vacua and Vale is like, it looks like it like the capital would not have that much control over it. It's almost like wasteland. Because there's like a big gap between the two capitals that are on the same landmass. There's like a huge gap in the center of it.
Missing.
What?
Something's been missing from the episodes. Really, what it was. Where's the Grim?
Oh yeah. Well, no. Apparently, this will come up.
White Fang and the Team Crime and all like the inner politics and stuff. Where are the Grim? Because they're not just.
That we're going to meet the Grim soon.
Look, they aren't. I know. I assume so. Like starting the next episode, because like that's literally their mission: hunt the Grim. So I'm glad. But if you think about it, they aren't. It's like they aren't just monsters. They nearly, like, they're part of some grand force that nearly wiped humanity off the face of Remnant until mankind found dust.
Yeah.
Like, what are they? Where do they come
Well, we don't know.
Well,
it's entirely possible that they're, in fact, linked to dust.
Yeah, no, I assume so. Be. Like, for example, the way their like, masks... Do their masks glow, or was that just Adam?
No, their masks glow.
Yeah. Oh, and like the Scorpion dude. Why do they? You know what? They remind me a lot of the Colossi, having like kind of organic-looking bits and then stone-looking bits.
Yeah.
Is it gonna turn out that they're actually all like pieces of a great deity, and that if you as you kill them, he's rebuilding himself?
Oh God.
That would be super cool. That
would be so ripping off Colossus.
That would be awesome. I'd like it. Throw in a little Kingdom Hearts there, make like an organization that's trying to bring it together for great power.
Wait, that last one was created of all of the other ones you killed? In Colossus?
Yes!
It was? Oh, I didn't even get that at all!
First off, spoilers, but yes! Yes, that's what was, like, what did you think those things were that, like, stabbed you in the chest every time you killed a Colossus?
Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of the last Colossus that's huge as fuck. Not the one that you have to fight, but the...
No, the last Colossus was, like, just one of the pieces.
Right.
You kill him, and that releases the final piece of Dorman, who then possesses your body.
Right, no, I thought you meant that last huge, like, skyscraper level guy was, like, just a combination of all of them into one last big bad. Which was like, so why does that make sense?
The Grim as a whole is like some sort of Eldritch Abomination thing.
Right, yeah.
Interesting. Because, like, remember, they said that the Grim do not have souls. That's why they don't have auras.
Well, they don't... See, you also have to keep in mind that this is what they believe, but that's not necessarily true. Because the only reason you can tell if something has a soul is if it can produce an aura. So, if it doesn't have enough of a soul to produce an aura, it may still have parts of a soul, and therefore, when combined together, creates this huge entity that essentially destroys the world, and, oh, by the way, resets it. Thus the idea of the world being called Remnant. Boom.
Well, I mean, you also have to be careful with, like... Also, good job. I'll make a theorist out of you yet.
Maybe you're reading too much into it, though.
I'm learning sometimes.
That's the idea, Mel. You read too much into it, and then you read into it more. And then you create a crazy theory out of that, and then you read into that theory and create more theories from it.
I love theories.
The whole process. But you also have to keep in mind that, like, what Pyrrha was saying, that... The fact that it's not necessarily true just because she said it leaves them open to change it. But given the way they were doing narration, it's like not necessarily likely that she would have been saying something that's wrong.
Well,
right.
See, the whole like beginning narration and like all of the like world of Remnant, they have this feeling of everything that you know is not necessarily true. Like it's partially true because I mean you've learned based off of facts. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's entirely true. You might have some aspect that's wrong that changes everything.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that Dust and the Grim are like opposing balancing forces, kind of all like... the only analogy that springs to mind is the light and the darkness in Kingdom Hearts, something like that. The Dust represents elemental powers and the auras of souls, and the Grim is whatever the fuck they are. And they don't like each other. And neither
nature.
I assume that neither of them is particularly good, and that either of them getting out of control would be bad.
Well, light and darkness are this equilibrium, but neither is essentially good or bad, as far as our idea of good and bad.
I don't think they are light. I don't think they are light and darkness or anything like that. I just think it's Dust and Grim, and particularly the one new and interesting piece of information we got from the first World of Remnant. About how people can embed dust into their bodies. Which then directly connects it to their soul. Reminds me a lot of the Ember from Torchlight.
So maybe Cinder is one of those people as well?
Possibly. What I'm saying is...
She uses many forms.
What I'm saying is my theory that dust is basically the life fibers might not actually be all that crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as well as Cinder uses every form of use of dust except for ballistics. If we assume that she has dust embedded in herself, she has it in her clothing. She uses raw dust, as we can see in those glass shards, and she also uses the soul dust, if we're assuming that that's what she did.
So she, her dust, prowess must be insane.
I'm kind of wondering a little bit how she was managing to, literally manufacture swords.
Yeah, as well as those arrows appeared out of nowhere. Actually, you know what? It's entirely possible. It's entirely possible that her weapons are made of dust. Because those arrows just... She doesn't even have a string on her bow. She just launches it with her aura. That's exactly it. There's no string. And no strings attached.
One of the more interesting parts is that I would normally say that controlling glass... No, don't worry about it. controlling glass might be her semblance, except that RWBY explicitly says that it probably wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
So she's doing something that isn't natural. I also have to wonder where some of the crazier semblances come from, because those are basically superhuman abilities when you get right down to it.
Right. Being
Which
able
is exactly
to
what John
absorb
said.
energy through physical torment, yeah. And then,
Or
you know,
it's more just absorb physical energy and turn
Yeah.
it into her own energy.
or defy gravity,
Yeah, create glyphs or
right?
just crazy bursts of speed, controlling polarity, stuff like that.
Mhm.
I have to wonder exactly what happened. Like, did humans have these powers way back when they were first fighting the Grimm, before they found the dust?
It was
Or
probably
did the
due
dust
to
change
dust.
them and give them these powers?
Yeah,
Right.
as well as
In and around
the
it.
dust is partially responsible for
when
it.
they discovered dust, they may not necessarily have known about aura. So when dust was introduced into the idea, they started realizing, wait, we can produce our own like unique thing, and oh wait, we can do this thing that
But
nobody else
semblance-
can.
But semblance isn't aura. It's independent of that.
No,
That
it's
was part of
a
the
specific thing. It's a specific thing that you can do based off of your personal aura.
I'm gonna really need to kind of just sort out what the different power types are. Like you
Yeah.
have your semblance, then there is dust, which I believe Monty Ohm has said is not magic.
No, it's
Then
not
you
magic.
have magic. You have magic, like what Glinda did, and I'm pretty sure that Cinder did as
Cinder.
well. Like way back in the first fight. Like that's magic.
See,
that isn't.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's magic. I think it's just another use of dust.
Of dust.
Because
Maybe.
if you, as we saw in the World of Remnant of the Dust thing, the guy crushes it in his hand, and then he can control the weather, essentially. It's like
We did.
the little animation
Ex-
in when they were explaining the original use of dust. The guy holds up a crystal of dust, crushes it in his hands, and then there's this huge thundercloud, and lightning starts coming down.
I think you might be the only one of us who actually watched that.
No, everybody else did. I just
yeah.
watched it religiously, and you know, I love this show. If you didn't figure it out.
Well, let me put it this way. The fact that Monty has explicitly said that dust is not magic implies that magic is a
In the-
thing. It's
yeah,
just different
it's-
from that. There'd be
it's
no
in the
reason to say
universe.
that unless it was something. That was something else.
That's true. I did not think of
So
that.
magic-
Huh.
Magic is a thing. Dust is a thing. Semblance is a thing. And all three of these types of powers are separate from each other.
So
They're all
you
related
think-
to aura.
Alright.
Are they
And
all related to
souls.
aura? I thought it was just
That's
dust was
yeah.
related to
No,
aura.
dust was the aura was essentially our ability to use the power of our soul. Aura is an over-encompassing thing because dust is the manipulation of personal power or manipulation of the power of the
No,
soul.
I always figured
Alright.
that dust was used as like a lens or a catalyst to create specific effects using the power of your aura.
Right,
like-
yeah, but it's based off of aura as well as semblance is based off of aura.
Guys,
What?
do you think that, the dust, magic, and semblance, do you think they all have like a rock, paper, scissors effect to them?
Nah.
Like one beats one, and another one
Not
beats
really.
another?
No.
No.
It's all about what the different powers are and how you use them.
Yeah, and the combination of the raw elements.
RWBY's too tactical and action oriented to be simple rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah,
So
or they'd
but,
literally be playing dust, dust, dust.
because like
Well, they
Dust
must
lets
do.
you do elemental powers, but it basically gives
they-
you can do.
Well, they
more.
must interact with each other in a certain way.
Yeah, you can
Well,
take
yeah,
two
you can
things,
always
combine them
combo
together,
abilities.
and do something else with it. Yeah, because essentially
But
there are
the
four
point is-
elements.
The point is they're not the same source.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So, like, they must do, like, something interesting when they, like, collide, or, like...
So what does magic do then?
I don't know. We have to find out.
Maybe
I think
summoning or something.
maybe magic is just a higher form of manipulation of your aura, to where
Or
you
perhaps,
don't
like,
need
a
you don't
pure-
need the lens that is dust. You can just do it on your own.
pure manipulation without dust.
Yep, that might be it.
And then dust is like, so,
or it's
like
that
Dark Souls. In Dark Souls terms, then magic is soul magic and dust is pyromancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a possibility that the magic is induced by embedding dust into your body.
I got the impression that that's a thing that some people do, but not everyone does.
Right, that's what I'm saying. As well as, how many people have you seen that actually use this like magic-esque thing? It's really only two people. Cinder and Glenda.
We've actually seen anyone use magic. Like you pointed out, Glenda's abilities that she did could all be dust fueled. We don't know that we may have not seen magic at all.
As well as Weiss, Cinder, and Glenda all have the same, all have one connection, which is the projection of those like symbols. Like Weiss has these glyph things. That's literally a symbol that appears. Glenda has a huge circle symbol that appears. You know, Cinder has that like wave. Oh wait, as well as Cinder can.
Wait! Hold on a second. I just realized something because I was reading the Velvet page on the wiki just to double check something.
Yeah.
I think it said something about how that Velvet's power is that she's a mage. Does that mean she literally uses magic, or is it just that she's kind of like Weiss or Glenda and uses like long distance dust like abilities?
Have you guys played Destiny at all?
She's a mage. Destiny?
No.
I wish.
No, I haven't.
Well, the thing about Destiny is that there's this mage guy that's essentially like high tech. Like it looks like magic, but it's really just really high tech, right? And then
that would be like dust.
Right. Yeah, it's like it comes off as like magic-esque, but really it's just this form of technology.
Yeah.
It's hard to like decide whether or not we've seen magic until we have all of the facts.
I know, or until someone legitimately says, "Oh my God, your magic is awesome," and we have an actual reference point. Because so far we have no reference point of what is and is not magic.
Because we still don't know what magic is, maybe that's why Velvet wasn't able to fight back. Because if she uses magic rather than, say, dust... Like, remember the death battle Batman versus Superman? They made a point that in DBZ, there's a difference between ki and magic. With ki, it's all like an extension of training your body and your spiritual energy.
Right.
So, like, much like Ruby's aura. And it means that you will only have very physically fit characters, like martial artists will use ki. However, magic is completely different. It has nothing to do with your physical capabilities, and it's like, and for example, you have characters like Bobbity who have like no physical capabilities at all, are able to do powerful magics.
I just realized something.
Right.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah,
hold on a second.
you finish. You finish.
Dan's on to something.
Yeah, Dan finished.
What if Velvet is a mage, in that she can use magic? We haven't seen it much, and it's quite possible that even Glenda doesn't use it, so possibly it's a very rare ability or skill. Maybe only certain people can use it, maybe she just has a talent for it that isn't seen very often. So she's focused on using magic, which might mean that she might, not do the same physical training that other characters do, in order to focus on her magical abilities, which might have nothing to do with her physical training. Which is why she couldn't handle Cardin's group in the lunchroom, because she isn't a physical fighter and doesn't actually know how to defend herself. But she's still like an older student and capable of going on dangerous missions because she has powerful magic. In other words, the only way she would have been able to fight back against Cardin is with super powerful magic spells, which obviously would be not okay. And she had no way to defend herself simply.
Right.
That is a really good theory.
As well as her suit might augment her powers. So if she doesn't have her suit, her powers are essentially useless.
Well, I think that's kind of along with the dust thing. I think with magic...
I'm just putting it out there. I personally like your theory better, but I'm just putting it out there.
I'm pretty sure Dan's theory is the right one.
Yeah, that's a pretty damn good theory.
I like it. I'm not going to say I think it's the right one, because I don't know.
Well, yeah, we don't know, but that's still a damn good theory.
Also,
very well possible.
We've only seen mostly that Velvet being basically kind of weak.
Yeah.
Like, letting Card and his group walk all over her, being very timid, even in trying to tell, Oobleck that she has been, harassed by other students for being a faunists. Even when her coming back from the group, like, all she says is that I'm fine because this other student was able to protect me. All we see is her being weak. If the fact that her only, like, capabilities is not physical fighting, but just uber powerful, like, magic, a squishy mage, a glass cannon, that would be a great setup to, like, just have her kick ass in a fight like that the audience would have underestimated her in.
Maybe it's emotional. Maybe she has to be in the right state of mind to actually do it. Or if not, like, maybe it's based off of rage. And she doesn't, and...
I don't think it was based off of rage.
Like, or, like, maybe the rage is augmented so that, like, she snaps and that's when she starts kicking ass. Because she just loses control.
I think then there would have been more then she wouldn't have been timid. She would, in that case, she'd be more Bruce Banner-y and trying to stay away from fights and stuff that would get her angry.
No, but you don't, that's, like, just because, like, I'm not saying she has an anger management problem. I'm saying that when she snaps, she fucking snaps. So, as well as
she'd have to have rage-fueled magic.
No, I'm not saying that it's rage fueled magic. I'm saying that the rage augments it. So it's like the most timid person, like the quiet person, right? The quiet person is always the one that when they get mad, you do not want to be there, because
it's possible that
that's when they
emotions
snap.
might heighten or affect magic, but I don't think she relies on that to do her spells.
No. I'm saying is the badass moment will come when she like just lets go and just. You know,
I think it's
devastating.
Yeah.
I would guess it's less that she snaps and more just in a dangerous situation where she needs to get something done.
So it's survival based.
No, yeah, like I think that's gonna be part of the badass of it is that she doesn't lose her cool. She doesn't need to get angry. She doesn't need to like go berserker rage.
I mean,
she's just going to be like super calm and just get shit done and be all badass.
I mean, Goku snaps. That he doesn't go apeshit crazy.
He look again. Goku uses ki. He uses like spiritual energy that comes from having a fit body. What I think magic is it's not that. It is not an extension. I think it has nothing to it doesn't have to do with aura. One of the reasons.
It's like in Pathfinders.
Yeah, pretty much.
My
Exactly.
character is a mage and necromancer, and she's gonna be a fucking badass when she gets leveled up. And it's all because she has 18 intellect.
But
exactly.
But how do you explain that? How do you explain in that universe that stat? Like that stat is based off of something that you can't like tabulate.
Magic isn't tied to aura.
Okay.
Like, that's why hunters and huntresses get stronger. They train their physical abilities, they train their bodies, and that also refines the power of their souls so they can use aura more effectively. It is tied to their bodily, like, capabilities. Like Ki is in Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
Magic, I think, is not.
Guys, we need to wrap this up, because I've got, like, 10 minutes before I seriously need to go to sleep.
Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna give a rating for this episode. You guys don't have to if you don't want to, but I'll give this episode a 9 out of 10. It advanced the plot. Ozpin was fucking great, and we got some pretty good build up for the next episode. So it was a pretty good episode of RWBY. I really enjoyed it. Anybody else?
9 out of 10.
I'm going to give it a getting away with breaking the rules. Because teacher accomplice.
So funny thing that happened last episode.
No, I'm gonna give it a Dumbledore.
Now let her find out. She can know if she watches the episode.
Okay, fine.
Watch our YouTube video if you want to find out.
Fine. I gave it a 9 out of 10 as well.
I don't.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna demote that to 8.5 out of 10 because you can never have a perfect episode.
I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because it ends with Oobleck, and any episode that ends with Oobleck, as it did, can only be perfect.
So,
alrighty.
Are we all agreed on the favorite moments?
What was this?
When Ozpin, it's like, okay, you guys are gonna do this no matter what I do. so I'm going to let you do it.
Yeah.
My two favorite moments are when Ruby says that, oh, that's the tone, and when Ozpin comes back and says, oh, the 3, and Ozpin comes back and, like, after his spiel, he comes back and goes, oh, and good luck. And then my third favorite is the end with Oobleck. He's just like, let's do shit!
My other favorite is their reaction to like,
Yeah, freaking, like, oh, that's another thing. Weiss has anime eyes. The white
Yeah,
circled
I think
anime
they all did,
eyes.
didn't
No, they all
They all
had
had
separate
it.
expressions. Ruby was like confused. Yang was just hold on. You know what? I'll fucking go to it. Why not?
You sure will? I did the picture in.
they were
Yeah,
all
true.
really confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to know right now, so I'm right.
You just want to be right, but I have to go to bed.
Alright,
Okay.
so we're gonna call it quits here?
One more thing. What favorite characters, guys?
Oh, fuck. Alright. Mine was Ozpin.
Ozpin.
No, Glenda.
Really? Why Glenda?
Yeah, why Glinda?
You guys.
Because the D comment?
This is a dick measuring contest. This is not a dick measuring contest.
Yeah, that was a good moment.
That was a good moment, yeah. Well, he does. Glinda. But he does. It's like a defeated child.
I just want to know,
Yes, Tim?
but Oobleck was the best character, hands down. No contest, Oobleck.
You have like 5 seconds.
Alrighty.
Oh, I guess
So,
this is the
Oobleck was
same
best
as,
character twice, because he was that fast.
yeah. I guess it's the same as Ryan saying that Weiss was his favorite character in, episode 7, because she did, like, one thing, which was, kill a plant.
Oh, yeah.
It was Oobleck all along.
It was me, Oobleck!
Wait, so Oobleck is the real bad guy?
Yes.
Oobleck is playing all the parts just by being that fast.
And Oobleck is Dio.
Oh, God.
Oobleck is Dio in disguise.
He does, like...
Wait, what if this is an elaborate play that Oobleck is doing with puppets?
Yeah, no, not puppets. He's like basically he does a one-man play and he plays all the parts with different.
So
parts.
his semblance is the ability to change physical attributes to fit different characters.
No, he's just using disguises and makeup. He's just that fast.
Holy fuck!
Alrighty.
Anyway, good night, guys.
Good night, guys, and
night.
thanks for watching Team Coward.
Bye.
Bye.